go?
Pretty good. McHale?
Yes.
Oh, we're way far back.
But like, you're really tall and I'm really not.
Raquel,
that
it doesn't
how that
matter.
works?
Height doesn't matter.
I know.
You're 5'4", 5'5"?
5'5".
You are an inch taller than the international average of women.
That just made me feel really great. Like,
You
really great
are.
about my life.
How many inches?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
12-inch heels on.
12-inch heels, and I'm still not as tall as you.
Ashlyn is your name?
Not quite.
Okay.
Not quite. All right. Still not it.
All right.
All right. So, being at an event like this, how important do you think it is to use your platform?
Without being too lewd, super fucking important. Yes, very important. And for whatever stupid reason, I have been, thankfully, thank God, been on shows that a small number of people have watched, but they really were devoted. So anybody that will hear that pediatric cancer is something that needs to be researched because it does not have the dollars that adult cancers get. You do what you can, and if you can, then please. So, yeah. So very important.
It's kind of crazy because everyone keeps saying the same thing, that it's not funded very well.
No, it's very bizarre.
Right. I think it's one of those things that everyone does need to become. It needs to become apparent. And water break. It's cool.
It is not as well funded, and it is a bit of a mystery because obviously children with cancer is about the worst thing you can imagine. And you can imagine it, and then you think, I'm not even going through it, and it's bad. And then you meet people like Tyler's father, and you're like, oh my Lord. They have had to deal with tragedy on a level that we don't have to imagine. So the next time your flight gets delayed, and you're like, I can't believe this, my life is horrible, you should smack yourself in the face. Because you do not have to deal with a child that is dying of cancer. Our good friends up in Seattle, they started this thing called the Ben Town Foundation, which fights pediatric cancer. He died at the age of 3. So when Imagine Dragons contacted me, Mac Reynolds, I was like, we would love to be there, even if Imagine Dragons isn't there. So I brought my kids and my wife and I had 17 nannies, and so we are thrilled to be here.
Now, what do you think is one thing people need to take away from an event like this?
I think they need to a couple things. A, this battle goes on 365 days a year, and you come to one event. That's really cool of you. Really cool. For you to take a night out or to dress up and do it, that's very cool of you. But it's fought 365 days a year. And if you have extra money, if you are so lucky to have disposable income, spending a little bit more is not going to hurt you. America is the most generous country on the planet. Thank God.
So you might as well donate.
You might as well give a little bit. We are the most generous, but I think because of that, we can do huge things. And one of them, maybe, is curing cancer.
Now, I do have to ask you, we are in Vegas. Go-to place to go, a lucky number. How do you really take on Vegas?
I don't gamble because I think you just lose your money. Because I am not skilled enough to play cards, and I don't want to spend the money to get good at stuff because I am so stingy. That does not detract. Believe me, I wish I could get over this. But if I had to play a game, it would definitely be Hold'em, and I would lose every penny that I had because all I do is watch the World Series of Poker. But it's like watching.
It's kind of addicting.
But it's like watching Super GS skiing, where I'm like, I can't go 70 miles an hour down a hill. Those guys would take me apart with their thoughts. So there's that. But where do I like going in Vegas? Mario Batali's restaurant at the Venetian, and I like going to Rayo's here at the Caesars. But that Mario Batali, it's between Adam Perry Lang and Mario Batali, and it's the best meat on the Strip, I think.
Okay, and on that note, we're going to end it there.
It is. If you know what I mean. Baby.